We found Sean. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome back to another episode of Am I the Asshole Friday? I'm your host, Josh. Joined with me, my two co-hosts, John and Sean. What's going on, boys?
Say the two Browns one time.
Nope. No.
Damn it.
But Sean has been found.
Yeah, I was reading the comments. Did y'all say I was lost? Or?
The first thing I said in the episode, actually.
Oh, okay.
He said he ascended the mountain. He still haven't been found.
Said you got eaten by wolves or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Bears
Mountain
would be more
lions,
likely.
yeah.
Or panthers, I think. Or yeah, mountain lion. Maybe that's what I said.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So he did not get eaten, thankfully,
Thankfully.
because we didn't know what we'd do without him.
I would be fine.
No, we would not be. And if you're curious to know how Sean's hiking trip went, why don't you sign up for our Patreon? Because he does a tell-all for a Brownies episode. So
Whoa.
peek behind
One
the
hike took
scenes.
20 minutes to describe.
Yeah,
So,
It sure did.
so if you want to hear me get very animated about my first hike ever, join the Patreon.
Jesus. Yeah. So glad Sean's back because he is the favorite. And
Absolutely.
we need
Cap.
that. I don't know. My friend read a bunch of our reviews to me at our cottage weekend this weekend. Just the negative ones he chose.
Jesus
Well, then that makes sense. I'm on all the
why?
negative ones.
No. Some of them were like, I hate everyone, or I hate all of them except for Sean. It's like, Jesus
I'm telling
Christ.
you.
Was this early on? I feel like I was the favorite early on, and then it kind of we all have shown.
We all shunned.
We've all shined it. We're all equal now.
I don't know about that. Ever since you got that perm, brother, it unlocked a lot of things for a lot of people. It
I
unlocked
don't know.
something for me.
People are loving the POVs. I mean, if you haven't watched John's latest POV video, he moans within less than a second into the video. It's pretty good.
Immediately. I said I did not mind having white stuff all over my face.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Guess who rewatched that one? A lot.
We know.
There's one like on
Me.
it. 500 views. Oh, man. All right, boys. Well, are you ready to hop into some stories before you guys head off? Well, John heads off on holidays next week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be here next week.
Sean will be here next week.
Can we get some guests? Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm always the one missing guest episodes. I'm never here for the fun guest thing.
Well, that's because John puts in the work to schedule the guest, Sean.
John, before you leave, schedule somebody.
All right. I'll try to schedule something for you guys. You fucking
Thanks,
asshole. Should have
brother.
told me ahead of time.
Yeah, I know. It's just I saw another guest episode. I was like, oh man, I missed all the fun guests. Shout out Sarby. Sarby's the only guest I've had all year.
Hell yeah.
That was a good one.
No, you had Thread Talk too.
Oh, I did have Thread Talk. Okay,
Wow.
it's just the last. It's because we have an upcoming one with Dustin. I feel like I always miss Dustin's. Shout out my British op. I always miss him. So it's just sometimes it feels like I'm missing out on a lot of guests. But also, this is Monday energy. I need to shut the fuck up.
All good. I think the only thing I was going to say is next Friday's episode was recorded back in June. And there's there's a crazy bit
Is
that we
that
do. Yeah, it's that one.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And it gets even more unhinged in the Patreon.
Yeah, stay tuned for that absolutely unhinged episode that we recorded 2 months ago. God knows what's in it all, but it should be fun. And then we got Dustin in 2 weeks. So
Hell yeah.
all these pre-recorded so that the boys can take a holiday, which will be nice. Enough yammering out of the way. That's Monday energy.
Mhm.
First story of the day, posted by Basic Writing 8982. And the title for this one is, Am I the Asshole for Taking My Daughter Out for a Nice Dinner and Leaving Everyone Else to Fend for Themselves?
Nah.
I'd say no as well. Maybe your daughter deserved a special dinner because they did something incredible or accomplished something really nice.
Yeah. Also, I think it's fine to just have like one-on-one dates with your kid. You know,
Yeah.
they need some single alone time. Sure, I'm sure with parents.
Oh, didn't you have the situation like that, Sean? Because you mentioned your sister has all
my sister. Yeah,
boys,
she has
right?
she has 4 boys and 1 girl. So
Maybe it's that situation.
Yeah. She's gone on vacation where it's just them two. Lady time.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
respect. I mean, I imagine 4 brothers is rough.
True. All right. So my daughter, 16 female, and I, 43 female, love eating at authentic Asian restaurants. We had to pick up my son, 12, from a Korean barbecue about 40 minutes from our house. In brackets, it was a party with another family. I suggested to my husband, 44 male of 25 years, that he and the other 2 kids can have whatever they want for dinner, and my daughter and I would get Korean barbecue at this restaurant. He said no, we should all go as a family. So he's saying no, we should all go, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. My thing is, if these people don't like Korean barbecue, I
drag
fear
them
it's
along,
not
yeah.
even that Asian. It's mostly just charred meats. You don't have to eat the banchan.
The only time I've ever done it is with you guys, and it was amazing. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And I mean, honestly, especially if it's an all-you-can-eat place, which I feel like most of them are, you don't have to eat the banchan at all. You could just eat meat if that's all you want to do.
So I reminded him that he and the other kids aren't big fan of Korean barbecue, and it would be cheaper to eat separately. But he insisted on everyone going. So they don't like it, Sean. You guessed that correctly.
Man, I don't know how you could, one, not like it, because again, it's delicious charred meats.
Yeah.
But 2, why would you insist upon going? That's like,
Especially if
I
you
feel
don't
like
fuck
most
with it like
places
that.
at least $30 for a dinner.
Yeah, just go
at the
somewhere else.
very least. So it's like, I really hate this food, but I am going to spend an absorbent amount of money for just one person.
I hate it.
Per plate. And half of us don't like it. Seems like a waste.
When we get to the restaurant and he sees the menu, he complains he doesn't know what to order and complains about the prices. The other kids begin to follow suit. I suggested that they go eat in another restaurant in the plaza, and daughter and I will get Korean food. It smelled so amazing, by the way. We waited 20 minutes for a table, and he continued to make comments about the price. He even told me, quote, "You better not order anything fancy." And that was the last straw. I got up, went to the van, and everyone followed. I said I was taking everyone home, and my daughter and I would go on our own to our local Korean barbecue place. We did exactly that. Everyone else had McDonald's and played Roblox. I get home, and he's fuming, saying that I owe everyone an apology. And I refused. I said I had zero remorse. It seemed like everyone was happy but him, and went to bed. I slept perfectly fine, but he's still mad at me.
Oh, because you're full as fuck.
Now I want Korean barbecue.
Same.
Yeah. So am I the asshole for taking my daughter out to dinner and leaving everyone else to do their own thing?
No.
Hell no. I mean, you tried his way and he was mad the entire time. He's fucking putting a damper on it. Plus, the younger kids would rather have McDonald's anyway. You're saving a ton of money. I don't know why you're mad. You didn't want to eat there anyways.
Yeah, I'm completely with Sean with that one. I get the sentiment of, oh, I want us to have a shared experience together as a family. That part I completely understand. But if you are going to go there as a family, you shouldn't be there bitching and complaining about every little goddamn thing, and knowing that your wife and your daughter particularly enjoys that food, and you knowing that you don't really like it. Why don't you just be happy for them and say like, oh yeah, go ahead, enjoy it. Me and the boys or me and the rest of the kids will have McDonald's and play Roblox the rest of the night.
Yeah, because the husband was the one that started the complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the kids were kind of just like,
I fucking
whatever about it,
goes
you
with
know?
the flow, yeah.
And then when they see one of their parents being like, oh, what is all this gross Asian shit? Then they will also adopt that behavior. So
Yeah.
I just don't know what he's mad about. She told you ahead of time, you don't like this. You will not like this. We'll just do our own thing. Y'all could do y'all's own thing. And then he's like, we gotta go. Which again, like what John said, fine. Yeah, share the money. I mean, you want to eat dinner together for sure. Once you get there and you realize, oh yeah, I forgot. I do actually not like this. I don't like this at all.
So much
Then fucking dip
options
and
to
then just
fucking
be
go,
like,
yeah.
just be like, all right, well, we should have a family dinner out. Let's reschedule it another time. We'll get McDonald's and go home and play Roblox. Y'all do this because this is what y'all originally planned to do before I fucking ruined it.
Exactly. It just makes so much more sense to be like, oh, we'll go like do our own thing. We'll meet back up in half hour, 40 minutes, whatever.
Oh, at least 2 hours, brother. 2 hours for Korean barbecue.
Or, well,
You
yeah,
gotta
sorry.
get your time limited.
That's fair. But for me, it's like the after the fact when he's like, "You owe everyone an apology."
Yeah.
I don't hear
Well, the kids are playing
fucking
Roblox.
complain.
And they don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. So it's just you that feels you need an apology, and I feel that you don't deserve one because you ruined. Well, not ruined because they ended up going for Korean barbecue anyway. But
Yeah.
She said
you
she was
attempted-
chilling, bro. She was full.
Yeah.
She was ready to go to bed. She don't give a fuck about his
Yeah, I don't-
feelings.
I don't give a fuck.
I went to
what
sleep
you say.
easy.
But you attempted to ruin their night and their enjoyment of Korean barbecue, and that's pretty fucked up. So
Yeah.
I think if anyone owes anyone an apology, it's the husband to the OP and to his daughter for trying to ruin that for no fucking reason. So crazy. And Reddit agreed and said, "Not the asshole." Beerlick said, "Not the asshole. You told him what your plan was, and he and you both knew that he and the other kids don't like Korean barbecue. There's nothing wrong with doing things separately on occasion." And I think that's
Yeah. I
sums
just
it
feel
up.
like the proper response for the husband would be like, "Oh, dinner out sounds fun. We should schedule one at
Yeah.
a place where we all like at a later date because I'm
Yeah.
not trying to ruin your fucking shit."
Or
next week, let's all go to Chili's. you
Or-
know?
Yeah, easy. Oh
or
my
popping
God,
in popping in the restaurant and they saw the fucking menu. They're just like, you know what? This ain't for me. Let's go. We'll meet you guys
Yeah.
up. Like what Josh was suggesting. That would have been the perfect
Yeah.
compromise, to be honest.
Super easy. Yeah. All right, boys, let's move on to the next one. And like our commenters have been saying, they like the longer stories.
Mm,
So I brought a couple longer stories here today,
nice.
including this one, which was originally posted July 2024 by
Whoa.
Swooto Girl. And the title for this one is, "Am I the asshole for telling my daughter her much older boyfriend isn't welcome in our home?"
Nope.
Ooh, Sean about to go off. I'm going to leave it to the expert. Sean, do your thing, my guy.
Finally, we have an answer to where are the parents? Glad to hear there's a parent with some fucking common sense up in this bitch.
What's this one?
What the hell even is that?
Oh yeah, that's the new button we haven't used.
Was that from the video game stream?
No, I don't know where that was from. I think it was from
we don't, I
Patreon.
do not remember where that shit
okay.
came.
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about the Daddy Chill meme.
Yeah,
or
the daddy
something
chill.
like
But
that,
why were we talking about
I don't even
I
remember.
don't know. Dude, I can't remember where half of these are from. Forgot I put it on here. Yeah. So you guys are going with not the asshole for
Not
this
the
one?
asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Okay. So my 48 female husband, 46 male, and I have a 20-year-old daughter, Ellie, who is currently on vacation from college. About 5 months or so ago, Ellie told us that she had a new boyfriend, who I'll call Tom. This came rather out of the blue, as Ellie hadn't mentioned seeing anyone or that she was dating, but both my husband and I were supportive and happy for her. However, Ellie was strangely secretive about the whole situation. Usually she's an open book, especially with me, and would always share details on her personal life. On this occasion, she wouldn't show any pictures, and we knew next to no information about Tom other than that they met at a party through a mutual friend.
God.
Ellie spent the past month on her vacation in her college town, and the plan was for her to always come back this weekend. Ellie asked if she could bring Tom with her for a few days of the trip, as they were getting serious, and she wanted us to meet him. Although we mentioned that we barely knew anything about him, Ellie expressed that it would be a surprise and that we'd love him. Given he's clearly an important part of our daughter's life, we agreed and said we'd look forward to spending the weekend together. Yesterday morning, we went to pick up Ellie and Tom from the airport to
Some
drive.
old man's gonna pop out and they're like, why is your Uber driver coming out to greet us?
Yeah, that would be like a good bit where like it's a young Uber driver and they just mistake them. They're just like, "Oh, hi, my name is insert OP name."
Oh no, I'm just dropping off your daughter's bags. Tom is that guy. His fucking grandpa comes out.
Some
What is it?
50-year-old.
Octogenarian.
Yeah, 60 or 80-year-old. Yeah. So yesterday we went to pick up Ellie and Tom from the airport to drive them to our place, and we were shocked. We instantly knew that Tom was much older than Ellie, and he certainly wasn't a college student. I was just in a state of surprise, but didn't want to cause a scene, and I told my husband to do the same. We drove home, but it was a frosty journey, which Ellie commented on. When we arrived, my husband point blank asked Tom how old he was. Tom said he was 44.
Hell no.
Wait, Sean, could I do the honors? Because I want to make a pun out of this. Illegal.
Illegal. Because her name's Ellie, Sean.
Oh, I already forgot what her name was, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I zoned out on that. 44?
44.
20
44.
and 44?
Yeah. And they met at a college party.
What the fuck is this old man doing at a college party?
Yeah.
How do you do fellow kids looking at us? What the fuck, bro?
I need the whole story.
This is
I
the
mean,
professor.
I don't,
This is-
but I just
this
need
is
to
the
know.
Professor. This is a professor, I'm guessing.
What is this? What is the professor doing at the college party? What the hell even is that? Exactly.
Thank you.
I was immediately disgusted. He's only 2 years younger than my husband and old enough to be Ellie's father. My husband continued to interrogate him, asking him how they met and the whole background. Ellie explained that it was at a party and Tom was there because he's, quote, well known around the town. And they realized they had a lot in common and hit it off from there. Ooh,
Well known around the town for fucking children.
probably. Yeah. I really didn't want to hear any more, and my husband told Tom to leave. Ellie shouted and said how unfair this was, and we hadn't even given Tom a chance, and that he made her happy. Tom could sense the tension, so he left, and Ellie followed behind him. I texted Ellie to tell her we'd love to see her and to come over to discuss the situation. She asked if Tom was welcome, and I said he wasn't. Therefore, after labeling me a judgmental asshole, she told me she wasn't coming, and they would be staying at a local hotel and catching up with friends. I feel terrible about the whole situation and don't want to lose my daughter over it. My husband isn't budging and says he'd have to be held back if he ever saw that man again. So am I the asshole for saying he isn't welcome, or have I done the right thing?
No, not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole. I would invite him back and fight, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be like,
You would
hey,
be
can
a
I just
hero.
here one-on-one, and then my wife wants to talk to our daughter. While I talk to you.
What's that
The
noise in the
backyard.
kitchen? Don't worry about it, honey.
Don't worry about it. Sounds like a knife.
44 hanging around with 20-year-olds.
Because
Yeah,
you're
well,
well known in a college town.
yeah.
What does that even fucking mean? It sounds like
It sounds creepy as shit. That's what it sounds like.
yeah.
Well, and 20-year-olds best case scenario, because there are college kids who are 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is the local creep that goes around and sees, ooh, you're underage. Let me buy you some alcohol. Type shit.
It's just what do you even talk about? You know what I mean?
They
You
got
can't
lots
even
in
go to a
common.
bar.
They got
You
lots
can't
in
even-
common, Sean.
Jesus Christ, probably.
Bro, the history shit that she's learning about, he lived that thing, man. What the fuck?
She's like, what was 9/11 like?
I just don't know. Jesus Christ.
She wasn't around.
The second
God.
joke fell.
I saw something. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, a second meme hit the tower.
there
is
you
what I said. Oh man, I saw somebody on Reddit comment, "Oh yeah, that person gives like, you know, nostalgic 2000s vibes." And I said, "Oh, I'm
Oh,
old.
shit.
Fuck.
I'm fucking old.
Holy.
Nostalgic 2000s. That was crazy." But yeah, I mean, it's just like, and again, I mean, I hope she goes and catches up with friends, and all the friends are like,
Yo.
why is your Uber driver getting out of the car and talking to us? Because what the fuck? A 44-year-old. This guy has to be like what John said, like the dealer or like buys alcohol for the underage kids. But why would you want to? I mean, I really wish you had the energy of that girl from Chili's that was like, you're
Fucking just
fucking
started
30, dude.
Making songs about that.
Half of us are under 18. What are you talking to us for, brother?
Reddit agreed and said not the asshole. Sneezes for Neasels, sorry, commented and said, I had a similar situation and my foster dad was what I believed amazingly chill about me dating a guy in his mid-30s when I was 19. I spoke to him over a decade later and he said he wanted to deck the guy, but knew if he pushed me, then I'd dig my heels in and the relationship would go on far longer. Instead, he asked me to check in so he knew where I was and when I'd be back to make sure I was safe. He did, however, do other things to gently highlight the inequality of our relationship. For example, he'd go out of his way to make sure to say how nice I look every time I left the house. My boyfriend, however, would send me back to the house for not wearing makeup / the right clothes. It didn't take too long for me to put 2 and 2 together to realize my boyfriend was a control freak who wanted a trophy girlfriend. So,
you know what? That approach is probably
the right one.
Based on experience, it is true what the commenter was saying. You tell someone who is like a teenager or early 20s, oh, you can't do this. The fuck I can. And the more I'll dig my heels. So I think that approach is very sensible in my opinion.
Yeah, giving them a good role model to look up to and then also keeping communications open is probably the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
But it couldn't be me. I'll tell you that. I'm fucking whooping that 42-year-old's ass. 44-year-old's ass.
Even older, Sean. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. 2 years younger than me?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
And only a couple years older than John. Crazy.
That's just a whole decade. You mother asshole.
We're all 1 year apart. Well, actually, yeah.
No.
Well, me
I'm only 1 year apart.
Josh is the baby.
Josh is a baby.
You're 30. Fuck off. You're old like us.
You guys couldn't date me. It'd be problematic.
You're past 25, bucko.
Shit. My back. All right. So there is an update. I think this is a couple days later, this first update. It goes like this. I was incredibly down throughout most of Sunday, so I spoke to my husband and said that I really wanted to see Ellie. However, I knew that wouldn't be possible without also seeing Tom, so I mentioned to my husband about meeting Ellie and Tom at a neutral location for brunch. I asked my husband if he wanted to join, but he said he didn't feel in the right frame of mind at this stage, so we agreed that I would go alone. I was anxious throughout the drive, but when I met Ellie, those nerves suddenly subsided relatively quickly. I was just generally happy to see her, and she was well. I still felt a bit uncomfortable around Tom, but I thought this was the opportunity to find out more about him and his, quote, intentions, as it were.
I'll let you know what they are.
I think I know, too.
I think we all know, P.
We sat down and I tried to find out as much information about Tom as possible. When I asked him to elaborate on being, quote, known around a college town and being at the same party as Ellie, Tom said he used to go to the same college when he was Ellie's age, loved the place, and decided to never leave. Throughout his time, he still frequented the main bars and places that college students do, which meant he remained in the community in some form. I found it quite unsettling response, but remained polite.
Yeah, that's a predator.
That is, yeah. That's premeditated, in my opinion.
In terms of other details I learned, Tom has never been married, nor does he have any children. He works as a software engineer and enjoys cooking and meditation in his spare time. Something felt off about him, but maybe I already had my preconceptions. He's dating a 20-year-old.
It's valid.
I mean, yeah.
It's a valid preconception, yes.
Yeah. Ellie spoke more about what a good match they were and how much they had in common. When I asked her to elaborate, she spoke about how they both loved the same spots around town and campus, with apparently the same love of sushi, and she's never met anyone so mature and understanding.
He only loved those spots because that's his whole ass personality.
Also crazy.
You know how many people love sushi? That's a pretty common fucking food. It's not like you picked a super insane food.
Fucking bar. And speaking of bars, he frequents them and watches college girls.
Yep. Tom also said that Ellie was perfect for him and that he was serious. I probed if he had many other relationships with younger women, and Ellie didn't enjoy this question, but Tom said that he generally didn't do relationships, yet something about Ellie had drawn him in.
And by I don't do relationships, to answer your question, I am fucking a ton of 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking predator creep.
Probably.
Yeah. That's what he meant to say. That's what he said without saying.
The didn't do relationships was in quotes, so maybe that you're probably spot on. I
can already hear the unhinged manosphere people that sometimes look into our comments and be like, they're 18, they're adults. You sickos.
Disgusting.
Eventually, after about 2 hours, we ended the brunch. Ellie says how nice it had been, and she was so happy I'd shown an interest in Tom before asking whether they could both come to dinner some evening. I told her that would be nice, but I would have to speak to her dad. Tom shook my hand, and that was that. My husband remains reluctant, but I feel like it's the right thing to do if we want to maintain a relationship with Ellie. I didn't like Tom off the first impression, and this hasn't done much to convince me. Something is just off there, and some of his answers solidified my thoughts about him not being right for Ellie. I suppose I'll have to remain open-minded, but appreciate any thoughts.
Yeah, I'd still go with the first commenter. I think you should keep Ellie really close and keep asking those questions, because that uncomfortable question you asked them about, hey, have you ever been in relationships? Maybe one of the questions he answers and the way he answers them is kind of like the glass shatter moment for her. Be like, hey, yo, this is kind of weird, but be there for your daughter. And if I were OP in this situation, I would really, really, really try to get your husband on board to go with, your approach, because his approach is immediately, I'm going to fuck this fool up. I'm going to deck him. But if he does that, your daughter is going to be as far away from you as possible, potentially isolating her. So that's my only advice for OP right now. Get your husband on board to make sure, so that way your daughter can be close to both of y'all.
Sean just nodding along to beat.
Sean is just like, I'm beating that ass.
I heard instantly deck him. I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck hell yeah. It's crazy when you two flip roles and you're the violent one.
Sean just defeated the elements of Mother Nature. This guy is unstoppable right now.
It's true.
Fucking Bear Grylls this guy. Fucking rip into him and fucking sleep in him as a sleeping
You
bag.
will be naked.
I don't give a shit.
And afraid.
All right. So there is an update, I think a few days after the first one. So after I came home from brunch, I spoke to my husband about the possibility of Tom and Ellie joining us for dinner one evening. My husband was completely against it, but I told him if we wanted to still exercise some degree of control over the situation before we push Ellie away entirely, this was something we had to agree to. It took a lot of convincing, but my husband agreed, and we invited Tom and Ellie to come around the Saturday that had just passed.
If I see any PDA, it's over. It's fucking done.
Before then, I ended up talking to my oldest daughter and Ellie's sister, Holly, 23, about the situation. Holly was shocked, and Ellie had told her nothing. Holly decided to do some social media digging, but struggled because Tom didn't have much of his online presence.
The internet wasn't even made when this was born.
She said she was coming to dinner on Saturday, although I was reluctant because it seemed like it would spiral. I eventually said yes. So right now our players are OP, husband, Holly, Ellie, and Tom.
I like Holly. A wild card.
Yeah.
So we get to dinner on Saturday, and Holly just continually grills Tom. It was far, far worse than I did. She asked him if younger girls were his type.
Fuck yeah, Holly, let's go.
Why someone his age is still hanging around at college parties, and other snarky remarks. Ellie told her multiple times to leave her alone, and I tried to act as a mediator. My husband was just silently seething, and I could tell how uncomfortable he felt in Tom's presence. Eventually, Tom and Ellie said that they had big news to share.
No.
Ellie,
she's pregnant.
Ellie announced that she and Tom were planning to move in together for the upcoming college year.
Oh my God.
The fuck are they going to live in the dorm?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, they have a roommate that you can touch the bed. I almost spat my drink out. Ellie had planned to live with other friends, and when I questioned this, Tom answered that he had realized he probably won't have another long-term relationship. Ellie makes him so happy, and he doesn't want to waste any time with who I want to be my wife and future mother of my children.
Oh, I know Dad is tight. I know Dad is tight as fuck. He's Arthur Fist.
Sean got the double Arthur Fist under the table right now. I was like, I'm ready. I'm fucking, hey.
DW.
Play Knuck If You Buck by Crime Mob right now.
Oh, and Sean nailed it. At this point, my husband lost it and told Tom to get out of his house. Tom stood up and seemed affronted, and Ellie started crying. I couldn't remember the last time my husband had shouted like that, and I think it surprised Ellie. Holly said it was deserved and said she needed to get away from that pedo freak.
Yeah.
Fuck, I love Holly.
Holly's the fucking
We
goat.
fucking stand Holly, dude.
It all ended up with Ellie leaving in tears with Tom, my husband going upstairs, and I was just inconsolable. I've reached out to Ellie since, but she hasn't responded. I don't want her to move in with Tom, and it seems like he's trying to derail her whole life. She's 20 and does not need to be married and have kids, especially with someone his age. She's never had a relationship before, though, and she appears infatuated to the extent that she's not going to listen. My husband has told me that if Ellie marries Tom, that's it, and he wouldn't want a relationship with her going forward. I can't agree with that and will always love Ellie, but it doesn't mean that the whole situation hasn't made me incredibly sad. I would appreciate any other advice.
Let's not punish Ellie. I mean, she's first relationship, 20. She's a victim.
Yeah.
That is just hot right now. And I would be fucking tight too. But yeah, is there another update?
There is another update. I just wanted to see what your thoughts were.
Yeah, I don't blame the reaction for a situation. Again, I fucking love what Holly's doing, and I hope one day, or what's the daughter's name again? Ellie is taking a shit, just dreaming about or thinking about life, contemplating about shit, and then next thing you know, one of the questions that Holly asked pops in her mind, and that's the moment where she's like, "Am I doing the right thing in this situation?" That's my only hope. I don't like the dad's approach, to be honest, because that is alienating the daughter, and it's just leading into Tom's hands at the end of the day. So I hope the dad can, after cooler heads prevail, can calm down, call the daughter and apologize and say, "Hey, sorry for blowing up like that, but I understand why." To be honest,
yeah,
I wish I knew the answer. I mean, I'm sure the answer is just like no, but I really would have loved his answers and reaction to
Holly's questions.
All of Holly's questions.
Yeah. And I mean, I like Holly in the sense that she has a strict moral compass, it seems like, and a good head on her shoulders. But I think it was probably the wrong idea to have her at the dinner.
She's the big sister, Josh?
Yeah, she's the older sister. So I think the approach would have been like, "Hey, can you talk to Ellie like separate, like alone after the dinner or something like that?" Like, have a communication with her, because there's only so much you can do as parents, whereas like siblings, you can be a little more real with your sibling, and it hits a little differently. That might have been the play.
Yeah, because this is definitely playing in a Tom's probably loving this situation. It's like, do you see your fucking crazy ass family ganging up on us, doesn't believe in our love? That's scary to me.
Yeah, easy alienation for him.
So mad. I'm so mad.
And then there is an update 3, 1 year later.
Ooh.
This year. So for those who don't want to read the whole post, the long and short of it is Ellie is engaged and pregnant.
Not a happy one. Thought we were going to get a happy one here.
No happy.
Thought it was all leading towards happiness.
You know what? Some of these updates, not always happy. And that's the lesson we learned today. So the engagement happened around January after only dating a year, and the pregnancy was announced in March. Ellie is keeping the baby and is due later this year. I'm still heartbroken and struggling to come to terms with the whole affair. Ellie was so bright and cheery with an active social life. Now she lives with Tom in her college town, despite having dropped out of college herself due to the pregnancy.
Oh.
And she barely has any friends due to most of them distancing themselves because of Tom.
Yeah.
My husband is also low contact with Ellie and wants nothing to do with Tom, while my daughter Holly also feels the same way and wants nothing to do with Ellie or her baby for as long as she remains with the, quote, predator. I still keep in contact with Ellie as much as I can, not only because I love her, but I also want to know that if things come crumbling, she'll have no one to turn to. She's ostracizing herself, which makes me incredibly sad, and I never thought things would turn out this way. There was a glimmer of hope around March time where Ellie called me on the phone in tears after discovering that Tom had cheated on her, unsurprisingly, with another college student who is even younger than Ellie.
Oh.
Called it.
Yep. Although I did try and talk some sense into her and figured this would be a wake-up call, she decided to stay with him after a combination of love bombing and finding out she was pregnant. The wedding has been set for next summer, so the baby can be focused on for now. My husband and other daughter have already decided they won't go, and many others on my side of the family are uncomfortable with the idea. I'm trying to stay strong and hope I will love my grandchild, but this isn't something that will ever get easier. If there are any other groundbreaking updates, I will try to share, If not, I appreciate everyone's support and advice. It means more than you know.
I don't like the rest of your family, OP. You knowing that your daughter is a victim in this scenario. We called it. This was gonna fucking cheat on her with a younger person. I'm glad that you're at least keeping that line of communication open, letting your daughter know that, hey, whatever happens, I'm here for you. Your husband got to do better. Older sister got to do better, because you know that person's a predator, and you're gonna. I get it. I get that they're mad about the situation, but
I get the initial like anger about it.
Right. But you know that this is the current situation, and you're not going to have a community around her to fall to. Shit's already going down.
Mhm.
Why are you why are you alienating her even more? And why are you giving her less resources to come back to? I think the rest of the family is kind of fucked up here.
Yeah, I agree. Even though it is like, it would piss me off if my daughter was
For sure.
like, dating a man that old. It's like, you got to push that aside to try and be there for them, like to keep that connection. Otherwise, they're going to feel trapped, even if they want to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to keep that communication going. It is tough. And like, yeah, I like I said, I understand the initial first meeting being like, what the fuck is this? But then after a week of being like, okay, if I want a relationship with my daughter, I'm going to have to stomach this. I will have little to no contact with Tom, but I will talk to my daughter on the phone or whatever. And
Exactly.
And just keep
Fuck
talking
Tom.
to her.
You could not give a shit about Tom for all you care, but your daughter is the most important part in this story, and your future grandkid.
Yeah.
I wonder if the play is just get married and then immediate divorce. No prenup. Get that half of that software money. Get the child support. Destroy Tom financially.
And then physically.
And then that's when you when you call the dad and be like, I know you're mad at me. This has been a 2-year ploy to ruin Tom's life. It's time, Dad.
Sadly, I don't think that's where it's going, but we can make up our own headcanon for this.
In a year, that's what the update will be.
I hope so.
Fucking Tom, predator ass.
All right, boys. Let's move on to the next one here. Posted by a throwaway account. This one is titled, Am I the asshole for setting a boundary with my adult son and allowing him to face the consequences of his own actions?
Hell no, they're an adult. And it's always good to set boundaries.
Agreed.
So I, 40 female, am a single mother to Alex, 20 male. Even though I'm disappointed in Alex right now, he is the light of my life and all of the family I have. Recently, Alex has started dating Anna, 20 female. I do not like Anna. I grew up as a tomboy with parents who wanted me to be independent, so I've worked for everything I have, which was especially difficult as a young single mom. But there's nothing I am more proud of than my son. Anna is exactly the type of girl that used to bully me. She has a wealthy family and has had everything handed to her and strikes me as prissy because of this.
How old is the son again?
20.
Okay, same age.
Yeah.
I have told Alex how I feel about her, but he insists there's nothing wrong with her since she's never directly been rude or anything. But he's a boy, so he isn't familiar with how nasty that type of girl can be. Anna's birthday was yesterday, and her parents had planned to take their family out to a nice restaurant to eat, and Alex was invited. I really don't understand why a 20-year-old would need to go out to a fancy restaurant, and I thought it was incredibly spoiled of Anna to allow her parents to pay for that, and I don't want that attitude rubbing off on my son.
Ooh,
we're wrong on this one. We're wrong on this one.
Sounds like a lot of projection. Yep.
So I told Alex that I didn't want him to go. He insisted on going and made me feel like he was ignoring me for her. Also, I have never been able to afford meals like that, so I feel like Anna was rubbing it in that Anna's family could give him things that I have never had, and I really didn't appreciate that when I've sacrificed so much for him.
That's your own insecurities, OP. That's on you. Don't pass that shit on to your kid. Your kid seems like they found a good partner. That's your issue.
But we don't know. We have no, like, it sounds like
literally we know nothing about her besides that she's rich.
Yeah.
So it's like, honestly,
the son ain't saying shit. They're like, well, they're not being rude to you. They're not fucking doing anything to you.
But besides that, we know nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just
wild. They didn't even do shit to OP. This is all her fucking experiences.
She took this one one fact about this girl and was made a whole scenario.
Yeah.
I don't even, if she grew up rich, she's not even thinking of the fact that, oh yeah, they've never had it. She's probably just thinking like, oh yeah, this is my restaurant that I like to eat at.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to eat at this restaurant. Yeah, why not?
So Alex was supposed to come home from college for winter break, but I really don't want to see him right now. The issue is that he lives in an on-campus apartment and the campus is not open during the winter break. The deadline to register to stay in dorms has already passed, so he won't be able to stay in his apartment over the break. I really think he's old enough to figure this one out on his own, and I pay for my house.
Shit.
So I should be in control of who stays there and when, but he's really upset. So am I the asshole?
Holy
Yes.
shit. Hell yes. God damn. First, I was like, you know what? Good to set boundaries. Good for you, OP. But this is all projection. Whatever you're feeling right now, cool. Hey, you probably, had a hard upbringing. Completely understandable. You probably worked, you busted your ass to take care of your kid. Understandable. It's like what the boys are saying already. There's not an indication that the girlfriend did anything remotely to you outside of just being born in a certain situation. Your son seems happy. Why aren't you happy for him?
I just...
Do you want a little bit more information, John?
Yeah, let's get more.
So next Wishbone 1404 says, what has Anna done to make you dislike her? Is she rude to you? Is she mean to your son? Because your post doesn't include anything about her that would make you not like her. To which OP responds and says, nothing directly, but I have 3 main reasons to believe she is not good for my son. First of all, rich people habitually look down on low-income people, so I don't know how she talks to him when I'm not around.
So again, nothing.
This is all headcanon.
Fact
She's making
one,
up.
nothing.
Second, they have been dating for 2 years, and in that time, he has become more entitled. Instances of this include coming over unannounced, especially when I have company over, not attempting to console me when I talk to him about my trauma from being bullied for being low income as a child, and that's why I'm uncomfortable being around Anna. So I feel as though she's influencing him. But also, like, what does him showing up unannounced have to do with her?
Yeah, God forbid your kid want to hang out at your place.
See you.
Also, probably the place he grew up. I mean, there's that place where he's probably staying
Exactly.
when he's in town.
And then,
or it's during one of those semester breaks where he doesn't have access to an apartment, so he's gonna go home
unannounced, John.
Oh my, still, what the fuck?
No, I'm fucking. And then, yeah, it makes sense to why he is not consoling you for trauma dumping on him about his girlfriend potentially being, classist when you have no proof of that.
0.
Third, I have met her parents twice during the school year, and they have made comments like, come on over anytime, and we should all go out to eat something.
2 regular statements and requests.
Insinuating I cannot afford my own house or food. And that is her reasoning.
You got issues.
OPs, go to therapy. Get fucking
Holy.
therapy.
Look, I'll say this because of your situation. It's I know therapy is a word that we throw around, but there is a lot of financial implication when it comes to therapy. I get that it does get pretty costly, and with your trauma of money, hard upbringing, I get it. I fucking completely understand where you're coming from, but this is not on your son. No. Your son it's not your son's responsibility to make you fucking whole. You're responsible for your own shit, right? And again, I give you kudos, compliments to how you raised him. He seems like a fine kid. He seems like he found a decent partner. I'm not saying rich people are like this all the time, but yes, there are instances where rich people can be like this, but there's also nice ones, possibly.
For sure.
Yeah, look at John.
Hey, yo, chill. You guys will judge me on some of my stories coming up, but yeah, it's one of those instances where like, why can't you just be happy for your kid, bro? Like, work on your shit. If you can find resources that are available that are low cost or possibly within your budget to help you cope with whatever things that you're going through, please look. Internet is free for the most part. There's a lot of I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of resources that you can, access in a cheaper way or free for the most part. Please help yourself because you're going to risk alienating son and they're probably not going to go no contact with you for the rest of their time.
Yeah.
Bro, come over anytime or we should go out to eat is not a
She said those were fighting words, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that is wild. You need help.
Yeah.
Those are just invitations to hang out and get to know each other.
I think regardless of class status.
Yeah, can only poor people hang out with poor people in your mind? You know what I mean? What are we doing here?
In a way, she's being classist.
I mean, in a way, I mean, so am I. Fucking fuck billionaires, but
right. But these
it's
probably
just
are
like,
not billionaires.
People. These are just probably upper middle class people.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I never had that, so why should my son or she? Shouldn't you want better for your kid? Don't you want them to experience things that you didn't get to experience?
Yeah.
I just don't know. It's the fact that you've like worked yourself into this fucking situation to now you don't even want your son home when he has nowhere else to go, which is, I mean, I feel like kind of your job as a parent. I mean, I don't know. So it's just the fact that you've gotten that worked up about it, really fucking insane to me.
100%. Yeah, there's not much more I could add on to that. What you guys said. It's just like,
help. Call me, OP. I'll fucking rip into you.
For free.
Yeah, for free. I won't charge you.
Wow.
Well, you will have to request the cameo on Patreon.
On the $10 tier. Yeah, there it is.
But
There's
you can cancel right after. You can't. You should.
I'll do all the rich people shit just to piss you off. All right.
Wow.
John's gonna answer the call on his full body massaging thing.
I will be in first class going to
Uh-huh. I've never sat first class in my life.
Same.
I don't know if I ever will.
In fact, I get looked down when I walk past the first class. They're like, oh, what
disgusting.
All right, let's move on to the final one here. Posted by Dramatic Sandwich 17. Title for this one is, would I be the asshole if I kicked my boyfriend's sister out of our house?
What'd she do? Wait, you said out of her house or our house?
Our house.
Yeah, what the fuck she do? It's your house. You might have some say to who you can kick out. So I'm gonna go no for now.
Yeah, okay. I guess so. This is something though that you should have your boyfriend do.
Right. I see what you're saying. So I, 25 female, have been with my boyfriend, 27 male, for 3 years. And he moved.
Okay, just kidding. That's fine.
It's only 2 year difference.
That's fine.
I mean, it was technically Sean rule illegal at
in
one
the
point,
beginning.
But,
yeah.
No, I think in the beginning, 24, no?
Right, but there was a point where he was 26 and she was 24.
Yeah, but the rule is if you dated prior, it's fine.
Sorry,
it's in the gray. It's very small in the text. I don't blame
print.
you.
Yeah,
you got to look close.
Yeah, my bad. So we've been together for 3 years and he moved in with me last year. Everything was going great until last Christmas when his parents announced that they were selling the family home and downsizing, but they wanted to go on one of those 6-month-long cruises around the world. That's fine, whatever. They can do whatever they want, except that they have a younger daughter, Emma, who is 18. Completely unbeknownst to me, my boyfriend had agreed to let Emma live with us until she moved away to university.
And this house is completely under OP's name, it seems like, because they said the boyfriend moved in with her at some point.
You are correct. That is an edit, but you caught that right away. So
yeah, AKA this guy has no fucking, he has no authority to invite somebody to live there.
Without at least talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This led to a lot of fights between my boyfriend and I because I didn't want Emma living with us. Despite all this, she moved in after the house sold in February. It has been hell. For starters, our house might have 3 bedrooms, but only one was used as a bedroom. One was my home office and the other was a home gym for me and my boyfriend. Emma turned the gym into her room and now a lot of our equipment is in storage. I hate having Emma here as she's a total brat and doesn't contribute anything to the house. Here is just a small list of shit I have to deal with. Point 1. The second Emma turned 18, she was out with friends, coming back drunk at 3 a.m. and waking up my dogs as she clattered in the house, normally with an equally drunk friend. For the first few months of her living with us, she would steal my stuff consistently. Skincare, hair care, perfume, clothes.
That shit is expensive.
It is.
I now have a lockbox for toiletries so she can't get to them. She has lost 6 different sets of house keys since moving in, and I've had to change the lock twice due to various issues. 5, she refuses to do anything I ask her to because she's too busy. And this is all caps. She doesn't have a fucking job. How is she busy? I added the fucking part because I thought that was
nice.
funny.
That was good.
It was good.
Final point. She refuses to eat anything I cook and will demand we order takeaway instead. European. UK, maybe? Takeaway?
Yeah, takeaway. Order Chinese, isn't it?
There's our
British correspondent.
Our British correspondent.
Szechuan Salvino in the house.
I have asked her repeatedly for meal ideas, and even if I make the exact meal, she refuses to eat it as it doesn't, quote, taste right.
The breaking point. You're starving. What? Also, am I paying the takeout or the takeaway?
The demand that I'm not eating this shit. Y'all
There's
better get
no
me
way.
Yeah. The breaking point came last weekend when me and my boyfriend and the dogs went away for the weekend. I was reluctant to leave Emma in the house by herself, but my boyfriend said it would be a great way for Emma to gain some independence before going to university. Big fucking mistake. We get back home Sunday evening to a trashed house and a hungover Emma sleep in her room. I had to get a professional cleaner in on Monday to tackle the worst of the mess after I spent half the night cleaning. I'm done. I want her out of the house. I thought I could deal with this until she moved away in September, but I can't. Especially now that she's talking about putting her place on hold for a year so that she can go travel and use our house as a home base.
With what money?
Absolutely not. I want her gone and out ASAP. True, she has nowhere to go as her parents aren't back from their cruise until the end of August.
They better figure that shit out.
But I don't care. I want her gone. I talked to my boyfriend about this and he won't budge because Emma is family and he can't kick her out. So
then you're also out, brother.
Yeah,
so would I be the asshole?
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Oh, would I be the asshole if I kick both out?
Her out.
Emma.
Oh, her out.
No,
yeah.
You would be the asshole if you don't kick both of them out.
Yeah.
This fool made a unilateral decision without you.
That's a big word.
On a home that is not his.
Yeah, that
he
Sean
has
caught
no name in this.
Yeah. That's a conversation you have together and be like, hey, my parents are asking if we could take Emma for a couple months. Is that
Give
cool
her
with
the
you?
option, bro.
No, what you could do is you could go get an apartment with Emma if you want.
Yeah.
I'm staying with the fucking dog
Yeah.
in my house that you don't fucking own.
But yeah, it's insane to just assume that she's going to be okay with that. Fucking
Where are
crazy.
the parents?
I could understand if it was like for a weekend, like, oh, fuck, I forgot to tell you, like, she's going to stay for a weekend. Even that is rude, but like ultimately fine.
Yeah, it's a conversation later, but
almost a year from December to now.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
There is an edit here as Sean caught. OP says, it is my house. I own it outright with no mortgage. And my boyfriend is not on any official documents.
Bitch, how you do that? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Got that money.
The only thing in his name is our Sky TV payments.
Oh, definitely UK. Or
Yeah,
British, at least.
I figured that out.
Sky TV. That's bad.
He's back.
Okay.
Our
He's back.
correspondence is back. He does pay half towards bills, but he just sends the money to me each month. I'm going to try to talk to Emma and boyfriend's parents. I've sent them text messages asking them to call me ASAP. I'm also reaching out to Emma and my boyfriend's older sister to see if she will take Emma in for a while.
The boyfriend had an older sister the whole time? Why is she in my home?
Get her the fuck out of here. I doubt she will, as they don't get along, and she has a 2-year-old, but it's worth a shot.
I wonder why they don't get fucking along. Emma sounds like a nightmare.
Before we get to the next part, I will add, why the fuck are you doing all this and not your fucking boyfriend?
That's what yes.
Exactly.
This is crazy.
Because the way I'd be kicking both of y'all fucking out.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying, bro.
100%. Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Bear Girl 1 said not the asshole, but I think you need to kick the boyfriend out with her. He doesn't respect you at all.
Thank you.
Just like you guys said. Edit 2. I am such a goddamn idiot. Firstly, thanks to all the comments, I've realized that my boyfriend is not the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Secondly, I managed to have a video call with my boyfriend's parents and just, wow. First of all, They have been sending Emma 700 pounds a month to cover her living with us, and I haven't seen a single fucking penny of it.
Boyfriend's keeping it?
Again, I had the fucking
No, the Emma's keeping it.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
the boyfriend probably also doesn't know.
He had probably no idea either. Their mom mentioned that I could take the cleaner fee out of Emma's money, and I asked what money she meant because Emma doesn't have a job. She laughed and said the 700 pounds we've been sending Emma each month to cover her expenses while she lives with you. They've been sending Emma the money, and she was supposed to be giving this money to us to cover everything.
This girl has me buying her takeaway every night.
Hey, yo, she pocketed that bitch. That's why she going on fucking year break, bro.
Honestly, whenever she was like, yeah, I want to go on a year break to travel. Why is not the immediate question be like, what you mean? What do you mean travel? How would you do that? If you have the money to travel, would you not just get your own apartment? Because why are you here? I hate you.
Also, I want to underscore that I hate you part.
I just have to let you know, Emma, I really fucking hate your guts.
I hate the way that you walk.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
In my clothes.
Yeah.
So either Emma has been keeping it or she's given it to my boyfriend and he hasn't said a word. Surprisingly, her parents were furious that I hadn't seen any of this money, and they are sending me a bank transfer of 4,200 pounds to cover the money Emma should have given us since February.
Why were they not paying her to have her own apartment this whole time? They could just fucking send that shit. Good on them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they just
also
sold their
pounds.
House. Yeah. They did just sell their house, so they're definitely sitting on a cool chunk of cash.
That's true. That's true.
They are sending it to my personal account. Then I can do with it what I see fit. I was brutally honest on the call and said I can't have Emma staying with us any longer. Yes, she might leave in September, but if she doesn't get the results she needs for university and has to defer, or she takes a gap year, I'm not putting up with this for another year. Their mom is going to talk to her sister and see if Emma could stay there until they get back at the end of August.
I mean,
for those wondering, yes, they have a house all lined up for when they returned. They will not be living with us when they get back. I'm going to have a serious talk with my boyfriend this evening, and I'm now rethinking our whole relationship.
Yeah.
If he tries to fight over Emma staying, then it's over. A lot of the comments in this post have made me realize I've been a doormat to this man since Emma moved in. Also, that I should have been charging him rent, and I'm not standing for this anymore.
You goddamn right. In this economy, bitch, come on now.
Absolutely. And then there is the final update here.
Oh, tell me they broke up.
That was an edit, but it was kind of an update.
Yeah.
They definitely had to have broke up.
Emma and my boyfriend, Tom, for this update, both left last week and went to stay with their aunt. Emma is staying there until her parents are back. Tom was staying there for a week to give me space. Tom came around on Saturday evening so that we could talk about our relationship and everything. Long story short, I broke up with him.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Reading all the comments made me realize that I'd been walked all over by him and his sister for too long. Enough was enough. He's been back and forth over the last few days to get his stuff, and I think he's staying at a friend's house while he's looking for places to rent. Obviously, I'm sad about the breakup because I did think I'd spend the rest of my life with Tom, but this whole situation has made me realize that I need to be selfish and put myself first for once in my life. As for Emma, she's on a strict curfew and money will be sent to her aunt to cover the expenses. Her aunt has said that she's on a 3-strike policy, but to be honest, I don't care anymore. Emma is not my responsibility and never actually should have been.
Yup.
Hell yeah.
The money Emma and Tom's parents sent to me has been used in 2 parts. Part 1, covering all expenses Emma racked up, like the cleaning bill, etc. And 2, a very, very nice spa trip for me. Some friends are coming along with me, and we all can't wait. My parents are going to look after the dogs, and I booked myself a full body massage and a champagne afternoon tea. So yeah, that's the update. I'm now single and have my house back. Honestly, I couldn't be happier despite the breakup. Thanks to everyone who left the comments and helped me find my backbone.
With the generational fucking fumble, bro.
Damn.
It's just insane that he didn't do
It
fucking
sucks
anything.
because the parents seem cool as fuck. If I'm not gonna lie to you,
Yeah, how did you raise 2 shitheads? What the fuck?
The eldest sister seems good.
Well, yeah, she hates
They
them.
got their shit together. Yeah, that's probably why. That's the probably reason why they can't fuck with them.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it's crazy. I mean, shout out to the parents for doing the right thing and being like, oh yeah, that's fucked up. Here's the money that you should have gotten. And then actually like sticking up for you as well, OP. So
man,
their kids might be shitheads, but they at least like we're cool about the end at the end there. So
I mean, because we've seen our fair share of shitty parents that wouldn't have done a damn thing about it.
No,
absolutely.
They probably would have blamed OP for the matter. It's like, well, were you doing what you were supposed to do? Oh, also shout out to Reddit, y'all. Sometimes you do good. Sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes. Let's not give them too much credit though.
That's what I said. Sometimes.
Yeah, we must be wary.
We got to be careful. All right, that is it, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. Thank you very much for listening. Give us a like, subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, and give us a like rating there if you can. Join our Patreon if you want to hear another long story. We do an update story in this Patreon episode.
Earthy.
And spoilers, Sean has to defend a white man. Do
I do it?
Arguably.
You'll have to see on our Patreon.
And you might be mad at me for not.
So go
We're
on over
not
to
telling.
patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network, or just click the link in our description. You can join for $5 to get the bonus content, $10 for cameos and other bonus content, and then the $15 tier for call-in show and bonus gaming streams we do.
For the cameo request, I hope y'all saw the message on our Patreon. We are taking a little bit of a break because we are going to be out traveling, unfortunately. So it has been communicated. Some has been sent out, but if yours is delayed, please be patient with us. There is about 30 or 40 in the queue right now that we need to knock out once we get back from vacation. But best believe it'll get to you. We apologize that it's a little late.
Man, that's been sometimes 5-10 minutes on those bad boys. We're gonna be taking a minute to do those.
We're doing another 4 hours of podcast and just cameos. But yeah, good call out, John. But yeah, join our Patreon or our YouTube by going to our YouTube membership program and hitting join. Don't forget, this will be the last week, I think, to get the Honka Honka merch. Or last week and a half, I guess. To get the Honka Honka merch, go get that. Reddit.wikishop.com, designed by one of our listeners, Rachel, in the Discord.
Oh, yeah.
And Sean, do we have any update for what's coming up in September?
I might do people have been sending lots of designs, a lot of them good. We may be doing a combo. First one was for sure going to be the Emo Ween. Just re-release it. That way, you guys can get it in October.
Ooh,
and
that makes sense.
To wait till November to buy it and wait a whole year for that. So that for sure is dropping. And maybe another design from the Discord, because again, the Discord is popping.
Super excited for that. So go check it out. Reddit.wikishop.com. Keep your eye out for the new merch dropping. John, Sean, is there anything else you want to say before we close it out for the day?
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. Thank you, John and Sean, for giving your takes. And we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Later.